What's up guys, this is Astranox. In this Etheria Restart video, I showcase this Animus that I just summoned and I'm still in shock. Like, I was so surprised that I got Yeli. So here we go with the showcase, right? In PvP, RTA, and in Arena as well, Etherena. So yeah, I build her up first, right? And I'll be talking about my experience using her, right? And something that I thought would work doesn't actually work. So more onto that in a minute. So I have enough perfect lattices to skill her passive. So I think the priority for the passive is big, because even with the passive maxed out, I was testing her with not even 100% crit chance. I was like 70% ish crit chance on her, and that was not good enough, because there are some situations, especially when you run control in PvP, where you're crowd controlling the enemy, you're sleeping them with Kazuyo the Reverie, let's say, and you can't just use the skill 3. That's an AoE, right? It hits everyone. So you gotta use skill 1 instead, and I wouldn't get the crit chance buff, right? So I didn't have 100% crit chance, and it is so important for you to have that 100% crit chance, right? Because the skill 3 doesn't even have a 100% uptime on it, because to do the follow-up attack with the passive, you need to actually crit first. So there was a lot of times where I was testing her and I didn't have her build yet ready, because I was grinding a perfect lattice in Arena, right, to buy it from the shop, and then I saw that I was able to buy another perfect lattice from the Summit exchange. I've been saving that up for a long time. I'm free to play. So here we go. She's 6-star. I'm bringing her to however high I can bring her, so level 13 in this case here. And that's good enough. Like, that's, I was actually surprised I had enough to actually bring her to 6-star. I knew I was close, but you know, I just bought some stuff from the shops. I did the craft to be able to get her to 6-star. So here we go. We're starting it off in PvP in Etherena, right? So this is a controlled environment, but then it's RTA after, right? It's real-time arena versus, you know, real players live. So, you know, if you're going to be controlling the enemy, like I said, you have to use the skill 1. But in this case, like, they got out of sleep, and here we go with the follow-up attack. And the follow-up attack is 100% chance. It's guaranteed when you have all the skill ups in the passive. So that's great. So you can at least have a guarantee follow-up attack. And now I'm, you know, kind of like abusing Lily with Kazuya the Reverie. And the thing is, with Lily, I'm deciding to either push, you know, a crowd controller, Kazuyo the Reverie, if like there's a chance that the enemy goes between right after my Lily, and I don't want them to, you know, control me, mess me up, start buffing themselves up or something like that, put speed buff, potentially like cut in between my Animus, between my team, and just start to mess me up, right? So yeah, I mean, just controlling them and just taking them out one by one. But there's going to be quite a few times where I just pop the skill number 3 because, you know, the time is right, and you will be able to see the damage. Now, keep in mind, I don't have attack buff, right? So that's damage that's missing. I don't have the skill 1 fully skilled up. I only have 1 in there, so that means the multiplier is 220% damage instead of 240% damage. Keep in mind, I don't have any effect accuracy, or I mean, it's like 10-ish effect accuracy, so I cannot reliably put defense down on the enemy. I cannot reliably, you know, steal buffs with the skill number 1. So that's why I have claws in there, right? Like, you can build her with, because my modules, guys, are awful. At the end of the video, I actually show all my stats. I show the modules, the matrix effect on her, so you're gonna be able to just see all that good stuff. And yeah, I mean, like, you will notice that my gear is really not that good. My gear can definitely be improved a ton. So yeah, the damage is there, right? Because you get that guaranteed follow-up attack it seems to be more damage than like having Diding use the skill number 1, right? Like a maxed out Diding, because my Diding is maxed out with similar stats. You know, his skill 3 hits really hard, but the thing is, you know, she's kind of like an improved version of Diding, because you get skill 3 into skill 1 to happen, because the follow-up attack, that's a guarantee. And then you can have more and more follow-up attacks. I mean, it could go up to like 10 follow-up attacks. The highest that I got, I think, was 4. Wait, a total of like a hit plus like 3 follow-up attacks. That's my maximum so far. But like, guys, this is PvP, right? Like, the targets, they don't live. Like, I just delete them, so I can't see how many follow-up attacks I'm able to do, right? Like, if I get really lucky. So I'll do showcases PvE as well. I'll be doing, you know, like Terramaton. I'll try her in there. I'll do some Aurora, right? Because Terramaton I already have Hell 4, right, on farm. I have Doki Doki on speed farm in Hell 4. And Aurora I didn't push for a long time, but now I can pair her with Diding, right? And we'll see what they're able to do together. I lucked out with a Lily like 2 weeks into this main account of mine, because I have 3 free-to-play accounts. And yeah, my luck turned around, and now today it most definitely went real crazy. Oh my god, go check the summoning video. I was so surprised. I still am, that's the thing. It's ridiculous. So here we go with RTA, right? Because like, you can't just pick the animus that you really want. You'll get someone banned. And like you might have noticed, I don't have attack buff. Maybe I end up getting it with Valerian. So let's see. Because, I mean, I forgot I just went through these battles real quick. And I'm definitely happy with her performance, right? Now, something that I'm not sure if we saw it yet, but there's something very important to understand. Yeli, when you get her called into an assist with like Lily or maybe someone else calls her into an assist, it doesn't trigger her passive. So Lily calls her, use skill 1, and it doesn't work. So that's big. Not having her do the potential multiple follow-up attacks from the passive when Lily calls her into an assist. Yeah, I thought that we could potentially get like some easy like 2000 multiplier from her going and like Lily, you know, calling her with the assist with this like skill 1, but it doesn't work. Like, it's a simple skill 1 usage, so that's the way it works, right? I guess we couldn't really test it before because she's the first animus that has this type of mechanic. I guess, yes, if we did extensive testing with the battle wheel matrix effects, I guess we could have figured out that with Lily assists, you cannot trigger, you know, your skill 1 or skill 3 or skill 2 into a battle wheel proc, right? A battle wheel trigger. So it just doesn't work. So yeah, the potential insane damage, well, the damage is there. There's still a lot of high damage that you're able to do, but you know, having Yeli with like Lily is good, but is not as broken as I thought, as a lot of people thought. So that's good. It's more balanced, right? And that means that's good if you don't have Lily and you end up getting her, right? It's not like, oh my god, she's like half power because I don't have Lily, right? So of course Lily helps. The crit damage, you know, buff helps. The fact that she calls her into assist. So like I said, I'm happy with her performance. I mean, just the fact that I managed to get her, I'm very happy. Now, if someone wants to like well and go all the way like to a potential pity getting Yeli, I wouldn't recommend it, that's for sure. Like, something to keep in mind is that this is a damage dealer. Yes, she's got defense, down, debuff, AoE, skill 3, self crit buff with the skill 3. Her passive, it's really like enticing. It seems like very, very powerful, which like, yes, it seems very powerful. It is very powerful, but I wouldn't especially spend to get Yeli, right? Because like I said, it's a damage dealer. and she will get power crept later down the line. There's gonna be some insane cleaver. I mean, we already have Messiah, but can you imagine like an Animus? It's just a matter of time until they add an Animus or more that just attacks everyone and has 100% defense ignore, right? Because like Messiah has, I believe, 70% defense ignore. If you're like attacking, you know, Animuses with very high defense, they still have pretty solid damage mitigation, especially if they got defense buff. But when they will introduce Animuses with 100% defense penetration, ignore defense, yeah, you're gonna start seeing some power creep. And yeah, that's the thing. You know, Yeli, she's gonna land defense. In best case scenario, you're landing defense down on the first hit of the AoE, and then followed with the other 2 hits, because it's a triple hitter that will hit the targets that are, you know, with less defense because they have defense down debuff. That's a best case scenario. You need effect accuracy for that, right? And it's not all the time that you're gonna be able to just use the AoE, because maybe in PvP you're controlling the enemy, so you have to use the skill number 1. Without the perfect lattices, especially the passive fully powered up, you know, you're missing opportunities to get that chain follow-up attack, which you know, feels good when it happens, of course, especially let's say in PvP, right? She's got a lot of burst damage potential. She's a fun toy, right? The skill 1 with the steal of buffs, you know, with some effect accuracy, it could be really nice, especially when you're targeting, you know, targets in PvP that don't have effect resistance, so you don't have to counter that with effect accuracy. And having some effect accuracy on her can potentially double the trigger chance of landing debuff or stealing buffs, but you need like 100% on top of the effect resistance the target has. So it's not easy to gear her. She's very hard to gear because you need to have offense, you know, crit damage, attack, speed, right? Speed. Her base speed, by the way, is not 110. It's 120 with at 6-star. So that was a mistake in the preview. She's very stat hungry because you need that effect accuracy. Count Shell works well on her. Golden Lion can definitely work. I like Count because I have it built up, right? But Revelation, if I had one powered up, I would use it, especially in PvE content. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna be it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all yeah, do. Peace out for now.